First question is from our forum page. If you have any questions, you can put it in the forum and we'll answer them. The questionnaire is Blake Noble. And they said, "Hello, all. Sorry if the topic has already been brought up. I tried to search through the forum, but I couldn't see anything. Working on a project that wants to take what Paw Patrol did with their effect, but add it to another cartoon. I see a generative art effect built into Effect House, but is there a way to control the style of the image being generated? Appreciate any help on this." So I think they're talking about the very viral Paw Patrol effect, where if you like take a photo of your dog, it turns you into like a Paw Patrol character. August, can you give us some advice on creating like themed generative art effect using our art maker template?
Yeah, sure. Let me just open up the template. And basically, when you're looking, kind of two ways that you can control the style of it. And the one much more powerful way, if we go to the actual art maker object, we can go to generate artwork, which is realistically more like configure the artwork style and subject and everything. You'll notice that there's this style section. Now, right now, this is like by far the more heavy and powerful way to control it. So if you choose pop art, your whole generative effect will look much more like pop art. I was going to say Paw Patrol, but these will be the heavy side of it. And then what you add into this text prompt will also control it, but maybe at like a little less intense. AI algorithms will be trained on certain data. So, if you typed Paw Patrol and it changes things into looking like Paw Patrol, then you could probably guess that Paw Patrol was somewhere in that training data. But if it wasn't, then it might not have an effect. So you can try a lot of different things, maybe different artists that like you could put like the Mona famous and old and you could try things like that. So if you want it to look, for instance, like Paw Patrol, you might think, what else is similar to this style that might be more famous, more old, just because Paw Patrol only came out within the last years. So there's so much more limited images and videos that exist of something like that that's like more contemporary. So I would say try to figure out what you could tell it to push it in the direction of Paw Patrol, your AI style is trying to look like.
Another tip that I had for you guys is you can actually add image assets before it takes that frame and renders it into AI art. So the iconic thing about Paw Patrol, I think it's like the red hat. So if you wanted to take that image and put it so that when the system takes a screenshot and converts it into an AI image, that will automatically reflect it. Let's say you wanted to do Sailor Moon and you're having trouble changing the hair color to yellow. That's the benefit of creating this generative AI art style in Effect House, because you can combine it with the existing Effect House components. So you can use hair segmentation to already change the color of the hair to yellow, or you can put on a super cool jewelry or a necklace, and then those will be reflected in the art style. So August, I think, is giving a little demo. He has a super cool hair asset added.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what layer it needs to be on to
Yeah.
display properly. Yeah, I think I also changed the art maker prompt to fire hair and pop art style. Yeah, the pop art style is really beautiful in a lot of cases. It might be my favorite style
This
algorithm.
is amazing. Oh my gosh. Look at this. This could literally be an effect. You have to publish it.
Yeah, so this is crazy because like all I did was look at the asset library, picked one asset, and then added it on, and it totally changes how the whole generative art will behave because it's adding in these extra assets. So if you can add a bunch of assets to make it push it in the direction you want, that also helps a lot.
That is fantastic. Can you tell us a little bit more about like the changes you made to the template so people can follow it?
Yeah, so all I did was go to asset library. Anything in here that you want to import, 2D, 3D, whatever, you can just click the little arrow, or you can click on it and import and apply, and either one of those will add it to your project. In this unique case, since it's an art maker template, maybe it doesn't. It's a little different of a template, a unique case. So I had to move the dynamic hair from here up to this other camera so that it renders before it gets to the AI stage, the art maker stage. So then I have it here, and then all I did in the art maker was change the text prompt to fire hair and the style to pop art. And then we got this really beautiful pop art filter.
That is amazing. I can't believe all you did was like drag and drop, and now you can create like such a cool pro. Oh,